and a pic in bed. So I hit him in the DM like, hey, big head. Remember when I was your woman crush? He said, yeah. Told him that I'm headed home. He could meet me there. Try to beat me there. Let me be clear. Is you eating air too? Looking pinky swear. I'm just looking for a dude that could eat the twat. Do we make more dough than the pizza shop? Do we dress every day like it's Easter Sunday? Can he give me more help than Peggy Bundy? Man, fuck, I look like turning down some dome. Man, that's sorta like a dog turning down some bones. You know that I'm a 10, that's Celine on my lens. I don't need another friend, it's just me and my M's. I said, what you like about me? He said that your air fat. He said, would I let them eat this ice cream out my air crack? He said that is abstract. He said, yo, your air crack. I told him I never front, and then I do that air back.
It goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down. It goes down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down. Snapchat me them. Move. Snapchat me them. If it's cool.
Trust me, these niggas not like us. I put charisma in my lingo when she fell for me. I gave her realness and that's all she gon' get from me. On the 5 superstar, I'm straight up out the hood. I just did a dose of Percocets with some strippers. I just did a dose of Percocets with some strippers. I just pour this lean in my cup like it's liquor.
Yeah. 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 I tell her meet me in the bathroom. I go out of order, running her for knocking at the door. And she screaming out, I'm coming in my youngin' in my oven room. Fucking up my shit, she tell me, boy, don't grab my hair because you fucking up my weave. I got 100 bottles, it's a rock boy. All my jewelry coat is fuck, but I'm a hot boy. All these stones in my chain made me a rock boy. And I heard you niggas talking money, you should stop, boy. I by the group, I get by the pound, print my tanner on these niggas. Chop them down. Every time I'm in the club, these niggas is not around. Everybody talking money, I say proving not a sound. White girls, gone wild. We don't judge them, no, they ain't on trial. Bad got them on down. This bottoms up, but it's going down. My house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. So rock all on my table, it's in the living room. They gon' ask you at the door, what you tryna get into? Only me and mine, tell her bring a friend or two. Bottles popping, models watching, all up in my living room. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house Division party, party. Me to set the bunny ranch. You know where the honeys can. Meek Millie, Young Chris. You know why them honeys amps. Gotta be natural born star. Doing shit that money can't. Daddy daycare home. Why you think your honey ain't? Huh? Who you think she stay with? This that kid in place. Your main chick got night job. You can get a day shift. I'ma hit her front or back. Meek get her face. Beam on his way up in this mother. Hey, hey, hey. Here we on that lay low. And then y'all Simon says she do what I say so. Got the whole house packed. You can get your spouse back when we done partying with them all at that loud pack. Haters can't tell us don't knock me. Tell your bitch house party popping on that Martin. We yelling switch. Cold bottles, cold magnum, gold bottles. They spitting on each other, and I'm welcome to my house party, party. 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 So rock all on my table, it's in the living room. They gon' ask you at the door, what you tryna get into? Only me and mine, you tell her bring a friend or two. Bottles popping, models watching, all up in my welcome to my house party, party. 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 ATL, New Willville. Time to show 'em how my nigga Louis is Will Phil. Thursday, calling me Millville. He got a car right in the basement, it's the real deal. We in the movie room, we ain't watching movies though. Lights, camera, action, we gon' make a movie. She looking all at my wrist, she love the way this music glow. Pack houses out of shit, tell me that I'm cooler though. Cooler than the fan, fresh like it's Easter. Homie, I don't even want you, you can keep her. She said I ain't hit that, only you believe her. Pull up in the Lambo, I'm like, hasta la vista. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party. Welcome to my house party, party.
Remember roaches in my ashtray and roaches in my cereal. Air Force knockoffs with the Gucci print material. Way before the iPhones, Twittergram, socials. I'm talking about Nextel, Chirps, Boost, Mobiles. Back when the face that was for OG killers. Now I'm seeing teardrops on you SoundCloud niggas. Remember back when music had content and metaphors. Way before the mumble nonsense and popping handlebars. All these rappers junkies talking like they dope dealers. One song a scammer, the next song they killers. First time I shot the gun, the neighbors called the people. I was watching 12 search for shells like Easter. That's around the time they shot my daddy for the rollie. Around the same time AI lost to Kobe. Platinum Fubu Summers rocking iceberg in the winter. Throwback headbands in them spree wheel spinners. Fucking the computers using line while your bed shut. Bootlegging boots and selling CDs at the daycare. Saving up Koala bean bag for my stash spot. Mama still asks me how the fuck I get that Xbox. Around the first time I saw my uncle smoking crack rock. Getting Flintstone, smoking pebbles like it's bedrock. Around the same time my pops was scamming on that laptop. Still remember when my Uncle Sidney took that headshot. I was trying to get them Jordan 17 dead stock. Used to hoop dream, pushing rock on the black top. Started home invading, picking combination padlocks. Putting crack rock in a figure 4 leg lock. I was hella young, watching Triple H and Ric Flair. Bust my head open, played fighting with a steel chip. Trying to be a wrestler, almost put me in a wheelchair. Thankful for that Medicare, welfare, hell. Remember roaches in my ashtray and roaches in my cereal. Air Force knockoffs with the Gucci print material. Way before the iPhones, Twittergram, social. I'm talking about Nextel, Church, and Boost Mode.
Have you ever been to heaven? Have you ever seen the gates? Have you bowed unto your highness?
Yeah.
And do you know how heaven tastes? Knock me down.
Arm, head, this is God body. Knowledge, wisdom, freedom, understanding. We just want our equality. Food, clothing, shelter, help end up confined to peace. Happiness for a gangster, ain't no love in these streets. Conspiracy theorists screaming Illuminati. They can't believe this much skill is in the human body. He's 6'2", how the fuck he fit in the new Bugatti? Fuck it, you got me. Question religion, question it all. Question existence until them questions are solved. Meanwhile, it's heretic. I be out in Marrakesh, Morocco, smoking hashish with my fellowship. Y'all dwell on devil shit. I'm in a Diablo, yellow shoe, color a jello shoe. Hello, bitch. It's me again, fresh in my Easter clothes, feeling like Jesus.
Have you ever been to heaven? Have you ever seen the gates? Have you bowed unto your highness? And do you know how heaven tastes? Knock me down.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Getting ghosts in the ghost. Can you see me? Can you see me? Have mercy on the Judas. Ain't you wings on the guinea? Secular, tell a heckler, settle down. Y'all religion creates division like my Maybach partition. And God is my chauffeur. Boy, they love over. From the south side of Shot of Brooklyn where I growed up. I confess, God in the flesh. Live among the serpents, turn arenas into church. I'm like Michael Recycle, these are not 16s. These is verses from the Bible, tell that preacher he's a preacher. I'm a motherfucking prophet. Smoke a tree of knowledge, drink from a gold chalice. You gotta love it. I arrived at the pearly gates, I had luggage, meaning I had baggage. They can taxing me questions, I don't answer to these busters. Only God could judge us, motherfuckers,
Have you ever been to heaven? Have you ever seen the gates? Have you bowed unto
And
your
I can't feel my legs, I'm a paraplegic. Lord, I want the fair one with my demons. Karen Myers became married to Jesus. Born dead, they had to dig up my fetus. And now the devil wanna tear me to pieces. I'm a diagnosed insomniac, an astronaut who blasting off into the star galactic. On top of Saturn, Fox trying with velociraptors. The dino aliens invaded Earth so they could feed on hypochondriacs. Prepared for the rapture. Closet hillbilly through the spinners on the tractor. I listen to Uncle Cracker, but that's white America for you. We all that matters. I'm walking backwards, shadow boxing with karate masters. It's more than rap, we sell the Royal Cracker Castle Rock. A bad apple like an unemployed Macintosh. We lost jobs, now they brainwashed with .com. It's only so long until we surrender the free world to Hong Kong. And sinners stay still, but the merry-go-round and round. It all just keeps spinning. Gotta keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Yeah.
Keep swimming.
Eat, drink, and let the merry-go-round. Eat, drink, and let the merry-go-round. Eat, drink, and let the merry-go-round. Yeah, drink, and let the merry-go-round. Yeah. I got a double-sided silver dollar. Larry Fish here for Midget League beginner slaughter. I'm not drowning, I'm waiting in the water. Killing off these monsters ever since I was a Sabra. I got horses on my PJs. Shout to Spitter Jet Life, I fit the Porsches on the PJs. On stage, sending dark forces to my DJ. The birdies on tour like PGA. Davis Love the third, Pittsburgh Warrior. Bullets in my cornea. In excelsis Deo, Ayo, this is Gloria. Ave Maria. I'm getting bread, East rise on Easter. Money is God. Black bitches with jungle fever, I love to be on. You on the B team, I fuck with Solange. All my life they said I doesn't belong, so I'm chillin' growing drugs on my lawn. Sinners stay still, but the merry-go-round and round. It all just keeps spinning.
Steady, are you ready? What's going on? Steady, are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on? What's going on? Cold, fresh air, feel the melody that's in the air. Oh yeah. So high we can see the
When Rusty said, "Dad, be I'll inbox you about that show mix.
You got my.
Welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to CT Time. My name is Aziza Red, and here with us today we have Mr. McCall.
Hi, y'all.
So, as you all may know, this past weekend we had Passover, we had Good Friday, and we also had Easter, which brings us to the dates of today. Happy belated Easter. Happy belated Easter. What are the original origins?
What's the real meaning of Easter? But yeah, happy belated Easter, everybody. How was your weekend? How's your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Aside from Easter and Passover and all the other things that everybody else spent their money on, I had to throw my money into the growing money pit I call a son. You all may know that you could probably hear him off camera today. Yes, it is Bring Your Son to Work Day because daycares. The cutoff is 5 o'clock out here. Sorry, you guys.
We have a comment from YouTube. Nikki Caper says, "Happy belated Easter, y'all."
Happy belated Easter. And if anybody, including Miss Cakers over there, if you guys would like to call in or ask any questions during the podcast, please be sure to do so. As you all may know, my repeat guest and awesome producer, Mr. McCall, he's actually on the show today.
Yeah, it's been a really rough week, y'all. Like, including, just for the kids, all the other stuff. Passover's not even over.
He kid free. Complain about a kid again.
I complain about a kid. I have a litter of my own, but whatever. So Passover is not till the 13th. That's when it's officially over, on the 13th.
Pass isn't over yet.
Yeah, Pass isn't over.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there's some Jewish people or Israelites that's going to be celebrated all throughout this month.
So what is Passover for those of us that don't know? I really don't know. Is that when they put the ash on their forehead?
No. Did you ever watch the movie Prince of Egypt?
No, I can't remember it.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, no.
Okay, so in the book of Exodus, basically, there's Moses and King Ramesses of Egypt.
Uh-huh.
What happened was Moses was telling, Ramesses to let his people go, and
Ramesses was the handsome one. But go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, she remembers that part.
Yeah, he had that line up. So, y'all following?
So King Ramesses was like, no. And Moses was
let my people go. Is that who said that?
Yeah, Moses said, let my people go. And Pharaoh said no. And Moses was like, bet. And, he sent a whole bunch of what they call plagues on Pharaoh's people. The last plague was
this actually... This is the thing where they had to put the blood over the entrances of their doors. That's why y'all got COVID. Y'all ain't do that. But go ahead.
So they put blood on their doors, the night that the angel of death was coming down to kill everybody's firstborn.
Was the angel passing over or was the plague passing over?
The angel was passing over.
Okay.
The angel of death was passing over everybody's house that had blood on their doors. And, that's why they come up with the celebration of Passover. So,
okay.
That's where the whole...
So, speaking of COVID, do you feel like, even though I am biased against stuff like this, but those people did feel as if they were protected by the blood of Jesus Christ. Do you feel like if they had complete faith that they would have been passed over? This is a real hypothetical, like real germs don't exist in 2023. I know how crazy I sound right now.
So, listen.
Did you go to church during COVID?
Yeah, I work at church, so I'm gonna say it like this: if your faith is strong enough, if your faith is actually
would that be essential work? Playing music for church?
I wish. I did not get essential work paid for that. I just got paid, and that's okay.
He one of them people that really checked the right boxes. You should have got triple pay for that. Stop playing.
I work for a church. They don't even get taxed. Like, I'm getting taxed because I'm working for them.
So how was Easter during COVID?
Easter was cool. Barely a lot of people showed up, and I'm just in my little box, streaming the whole service. It was cool. It was a normal Sunday for me.
Easter for me during COVID entailed afterbirth. I had a COVID baby. So I was at home cutting holes into a watermelon for infant feet to go in, normal newborn activities. But how was Easter for you when you were a kid?
I don't celebrate Easter. I never did.
Ever?
Ever. Like, me even putting, like, happy belated Easter.
Did you celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, of course, celebrate Christmas.
Okay. Just trying to see if his parents were just trying to get out of buying stuff.
No, my mom never set it up. My grandparents never set that up. My grandparents were Methodists before they became Seventh-day Adventists.
Did they tell you their reasoning behind not celebrating Easter?
Nope, I never asked. Because I never actually thought of Easter as, like, an actual legit holiday.
Did y'all do Passover?
I have done Passover before.
Like, as a child?
No, I did it in high school. Like, I went to a religious boarding school, and we actually did the whole Passover weekly celebration. It was pretty deep. There was a feast and everything.
That's awesome. Well, just to give a little bit of insight for Easter growing up for me, growing up as a girl and a Baptist, going to Easter Sunday service means hot combs at 5 a.m. Yes, getting up, putting on your more than your Sunday best, your Easter dress, a hat, stockings, socks, heels, a half a pound of Blue Magic hair grease. You feel me?
I love
that sounds like Easter to me. Sitting with all my cousins in the pews, passing down little pieces of peppermint so we can stay quiet, all of that. Easter is really just about being together with family for me. That's the real core of Easter that I got when growing up, Because, like, when else do you see your family except for Sundays at church, holidays, funerals, a baby shower here and there, arraignment? No.
I do know that around Easter there was something always special happening for me. And Nikki Kaker said, "Love that movie, Prince of Egypt." So she knows what I'm talking about.
That handsome one though.
Either way, for me, Easter was just a Sunday. That was it. I didn't even know it was Easter until like Cartoon Network was like, "Hey, here's an Easter movie for you guys." And Joseph.
What was your first Easter movie? Please say Peanuts.
Joseph, King of Dreams.
What is that?
Yeah, I never had an Easter egg hunt either. But so Joseph, King of Dreams. Basically, Joseph came before Moses to Egypt. He was one of.
I'd rather you say Medea throws an Easter egg hunt. Like I'd rather you say something like that because
Joseph was Jacob's son. Jacob had a bunch of sons. Joseph was his second youngest son, and he was his most favorite son. He gave him a coat of many colors and all that. And Joseph had a lot of dreams, a lot of visions, and he would tell his brothers about it. His brothers got super jealous and was like, "Let's throw this guy in a pit, sell him as slavery, and just be done with it and say he's dead to our father." But you find out that Joseph actually got sent to Egypt, and now he's trying to keep himself away from a guy named Potiphar's wife, and that doesn't work out. Now he's sent to prison for real, and now he's talking to the Pharaoh of Egypt to save Egypt. That's basically like most of the whole plot of the movie.
That's what's up.
You gotta watch Bible movies, girl.
I'm gonna turn it on. They be full of drama, so you got to tune into those. Like I said,
they need to animate
up there with
whole
Medea.
Bible. If they need to do that, I will watch it.
With the truths, the bloody truths.
No, yeah, the bloody truth, like everything, like I can't say it out loud, but there's just a lot of dark stuff.
I had it on the tip of my tongue. It was a gory Bible movie, and it was like disgusting with the blood and all the other stuff.
Was it like terrible. Passion or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Terrible.
That's what actually. Oh, it was.
I would not recommend.
It's way worse. There's an animated version of it. They show like all the blood. They show his bones and stuff.
The animated version is worse.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of sound effects or something.
No, he got whipped by bones and bees on the whip. So like his skin was getting clawed off as he's getting whipped on his back. And like so you will basically see the back of Jesus' ribs like after he just got whipped like so many times before he had to carry the cross all the way up to get crucified. Yeah. And he's still bleeding as he's walking from, point A to point B. So
can you tell us a little bit about the biblical origin of Easter?
There is none.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, there is none. What happened was basically, you can take it back to like when the church was starting to rule the world and like pagans were still doing their pagan stuff.
312 AD, my dear.
And the Christian church is like, hey, so instead of celebrating the spring solstice, how about you celebrate the rising of our Lord and Savior Jesus?
So, as most holidays, the origins of Easter really come from a pagan holiday that was just converted because it was just too fun to give up. The origin of Easter was originally a ritual to give offerings to the pagan goddess Esther or Istara. The god's favorite offering of choice was eggs, fresh sprouts to symbolize fertility in the lands. On this holiday, a priest would impregnate virgins and other pure people. And in 9 months, when those children were born, they would murder these children as offerings because they were pure and made of pure thought. So after 312 AD, the Roman emperor and the whole empire was beginning to get converted into Christianity. So in doing so and wanting to, keep morale, don't just give up all your holidays. In Christianity, they don't really have too many holidays. Actual Christianity, it doesn't have too many holidays. So they needed something to just keep people excited about being a new Christian, perks. So they decided to keep a few holidays that they liked, Easter being one of them. and their favorite part about, killing the babies, they had to keep that because that also meant that your priest got some booty. you can't cut out the priest getting some booty. He need that. He's supposed to be a priest, except for on Easter.
What do you mean he's already doing that in the church?
We're gonna forget about that. We're gonna forget about everything buried under the fountains. Everybody, all the cathedrals built in bones. We're not gonna talk about it. That's another episode. Okay.
We might talk about Christmas also.
Okay. But one of their favorite parts of the baby killing that was kept, and the blood of which babies were used to dye the Easter eggs. So that is in major correlation to what we do in these days, the dipping and dyeing of Easter eggs, so our little babies can find them. Yeah.
Did you hear about the origin story of the Easter Bunny?
Of the Easter Bunny himself?
The Easter Bunny himself.
What is it about?
So Ostara, like the guys you were talking about,
Istara.
Yeah, Ostara. Istara depends on how you pronounce it. It's a German goddess, but so Ostara was actually woken up early because when Ostara wakes up, it's the spring solstice. But she woke up early. It's still like the dead of winter. And she sees a bird. The bird can't fly for whatever reason. And she feels sorry for the bird. She can't unthaw the bird's wings, but she turns the bird into a bunny. And because the bunny still has its innards like a bird, the bunny's able to lay eggs. So, yeah, that's the whole point of the Easter Bunny laying
That's
eggs.
so nice.
Yeah. There's
Okay, so she didn't give it a house or anything?
No, she just turned the bird into a bunny. That's it.
So bunnies are just warmer than birds, okay? Well, like if you talk about their bone structures, like bones, like bird bones are like kind of hollow. Maybe they cold,
free,
like and then like bunny bones are like chicken bones. They dense. I don't know.
Birds and bunnies.
I feel like it would still be cold. It just don't got wings now. But
I didn't write the legend. I didn't come up with the legend.
Okay, that was nice of it though.
Yeah,
that was nice. I just thought that the Hanberry people, what's that? The Canberry.
Cranberry. What?
Canberry. The Canberry bunnies.
Oh no.
They just want to sell stuff. That's what I thought.
That was the legend. Also return a bird into a bunny, and the bunny is still a bird on its innards, so it's able to lay eggs. That's just what happened, Look, but it's funny though if you think about it. Yes, Easter is based off of Ostara, and it's also the same day as Aphrodisia. Yeah. See,
is that word relating to the word I think it is?
What word?
Aphrodisiac.
No, that's related to another word. Okay. Aphrodite.
Okay. You see? But go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, Ostara is a German pagan goddess.
Okay.
Aphrodite is a Greek pagan goddess. And if you guys don't understand like the meaning of pagan, it just means not of Abrahamic faith, basically. So when we get down to like what is a pagan holiday, we're going
not Christian.
Not Christian.
Say no, but could you basically say that Chinese holidays are pagan?
Yes, if it's not Christian, Jew, or Muslim. Christian, Judeo-Muslim.
Now I feel like that word is racism.
Well, I mean, Muslims
because who to say? No, but like anything not Christian is pagan.
Anything not Muslim is pagan. Anything not Jewish is pagan.
So anything not Buddhism is pagan?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just about perspective.
Yep.
Racism and perspective. But go ahead.
I mean, it really sounds evil.
But the more you know. I didn't know that that's how you just use that word. I thought pagan was like an actual religion itself.
No,
paganism. But when you say paganism, you just mean not of God, not of my God.
Yeah, not
like
of
what?
The Christian Judeo God.
That's your perspective. But you're saying it like not a Chinese person, but a Buddhist could be like, you pagan, you not of my,
Yeah. But like the Buddhists, they wouldn't call another person pagan. They just say they.
Because that's white people racism words that we normalize.
Something like that.
How would they say it?
Like you don't follow the right faith, or you don't.
Exactly, because that's the nice way to say it, not just putting words on people. We can't use that word no more.
They just said because like again, like Christianity rules. So we're like, hey, if anything is not of the church, is wrong. And that's just how we see the word pagan, and because I'm a Christian, I'm just going to be like, well,
I love and hate how Christians are like, this fucked up thing, forget about it. We're actually really fucked up. We murdered people. Forget about it. Just no.
One day we'll talk about, cold imperialistic Christianity.
No.
Why not?
Okay.
That's my
Well, yeah,
favorite
we can
story.
talk about that, but no to y'all. It's them when they messed up, but it's us when it's Easter. So
it's us when it's Easter. It's us when it's Christmas. Why are you changing my God's birthday?
But they have said that since the pandemic, the turnout for Easter and Sunday services have gone up. I would kind of feel like I have nothing but fake friends and stuff when like when I'm a pastor during Easter and holidays and stuff like that. Of course they love that energy around pastor anniversary.
Of course,
but I don't know. Hopefully a lot of you guys decide to get baptized this Easter and
oh, no, sorry.
and it sticks. Let's hope it sticks.
No, okay, for real, I did get baptized when I was 13, so you know that's one thing. But I'll get baptized because you want to, because you actually accept, you know, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. If you deny, like what's the point? You're doing like a ritual. I do like how, you know, because Easter just happened yesterday, right? How a lot of people are talking specifically about, you know, oh, Christians tell you not to worship magic and all this other stuff or astrology, but we always looking at the moon and the stars and we eating bread and drinking blood and rituals to, like, you know, somebody we never seen. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, but at the same time.
So you want to like know the blood of which you're drinking?
It ain't even blood. We're just acting like it's blood.
I'm just saying, like, if we're acting like it's blood, would you be mad if it was actually blood?
I mean, I wouldn't know it's actually blood, but
I mean, like, they're not lying to you because they're already telling you that it's blood, but this time it really is blood. Would you be upset?
I'll be upset. I'm like, who's
why?
Who's blood?
Why? You came to drink blood. So if I give you actual blood and I give you actual skin flakes, you gonna be upset?
Yes.
You fake Christian.
I'm a fake Christian?
Blasphemy.
Why?
Yes,
How?
because you came to drink blood. Now they give you the real stuff that's really gonna bless you. Then you got a problem.
No, during the Passover celebration.
Okay, I mean, like every first Sunday. This time I give you real blood, and you like it's warm blood. Like
I'm explaining why. During the actual Passover celebration of the Last Supper, when Jesus was giving people bread, and he said, "This is my body, eat," he gave them actual bread. When he gave them,
how you know?
Because he says it right there in the book.
He could have cooked that with his body yeast.
He didn't even cook it. It wasn't even his celebration.
It's hot as hell in the desert.
He's celebrating a religious holiday within his Jewish tradition, and he just grabbing the bread, unleavened bread, and he just breaks it apart and he gives it to his friends and the dude that's gonna sell him the same night. He said, "This is my body, eat." He gives them one.
So you don't believe that he made one fish multiply to feed all those people?
I mean, that's what that says.
Oh, your faith, my guy. So why even believe in a religion if you don't believe in the religion?
You ain't even actually listening.
You're not willing to drink the blood. That's enough.
You're trying to have me drink actual blood.
That's what they were doing.
He gave them wine.
So if you were in the desert with Jesus and you just met him and you really believe he's Jesus because you have full faith and you about to die and he go, bruh, that's all we got. You ain't go.
If it's actually
you
Jesus,
it's some white man that said he's Jesus.
It's not that's
drink it. Drink it.
You said I'm drinking a white man's blood.
but he got wool hair and he got a nice tan because y'all been walking for a while. And the bush is on fire. You can't deny that. It's hot right there. It's hot right now.
Where it says like his head is all white and wool-like, and then his feet are like burnt brass.
He could have been real sunburnt, but that's not to defend that he's black. Not to defend that him being white.
He has red eyes like fire. This is.
But mind you, what do you look like in the middle of heat stroke?
Are your eyes red during the heat stroke and your teeth like daggers? Like daggers.
They didn't have fluoride in the water.
There's also candles around him.
Okay. Like, nah. I said they didn't have. No. You believe that, but you're not willing to drink the blood. You're not willing to eat his skin flakes. No. Don't pick and choose what you want to believe. But then this is how we get back to Easter. Okay. This is how we get back to Easter. Because what lies are okay to believe? What lies are okay to follow? No. What sins are really bad? Are all sins bad? So if we're following the teachings of this Roman emperor that just wanted, to blend religions together, if you celebrate Easter, you are sinning. That is a mockery of God, and you know for a fact that wasn't what God wanted. You feel me? It's not on the actual day. My homie was buried on a Thursday. You feel me?
He was buried on Friday.
No.
He was buried on Friday.
He said 3 days and 3 nights.
He didn't actually.
Is a day not 12 hours?
That's another lie.
Is a day not 12 hours? That's what God said. He said it's a day not 12 hours. So if you're saying a day is 12 hours, day and night, that's 24 hours. If he was buried in 3 days and 3 nights, that's 72 hours, hon. That's a Thursday.
He didn't die on Thursday.
He was buried on a Thursday.
He was on Friday. Hold on. So first part right here. So it says, "This is the bread which come down from heaven, that any man eat thereof. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. Any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. This bread I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world." He's giving them bread, but he's giving the symbolism of the bread. And he says also after that, like about the wine, "Except ye eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink this blood, ye have no life in you." There's also wine that he's talking about. Also, that what you were talking about when he died on Friday. Why did he die on Friday? Because this is actually in Mark. That was from John, y'all. Book of John, chapter 6, I believe. In Mark, Jesus was on the cross, and the Pharisees.
What day was that?
Friday. Because the Pharisees were saying, break the prisoner's leg because Sabbath is coming. Sabbath is on Saturday.
Hush.
So Jesus died on Friday. We are only celebrating the resurrection of Jesus on Sunday because the Christian church said so. You're not celebrating the resurrection of Jesus Christ because he would have actually came back on a Monday. If he said he died in 3 days, he comes back, he would have came back on a Monday. So he died on Friday. It says here in Mark, he died on Friday, and then he comes back Monday. You don't believe me? Okay.
No, it's just my notes. My notes right, because I ain't gonna lie on God. Okay? So I choose to say nothing. Whichever one of these woods is real. Okay? Since I'm speaking mockeries now.
No, you're not speaking mockeries.
No, me speaking on that and just saying, like, I just don't like how most Christians pick and choose what to believe and when to believe it. Whether you're talking about homosexuality, adultery, lying, murder, anything, you feel me? Like, all of that stuff counts. And then we go back to this question. Do sins equal each other? Does one sin equal another? Is murder the same as theft? You feel me? Yes, they are. It's equal amounts of liquid in your sin cup.
At the end of the day, the wages of sin is death. No matter what you do, the wages of sin is death.
Hush.
You only live because, Jesus died for your sins and you're saved by grace. No amount of works that you do can actually get you into heaven, lest ye should boast. That's what it says.
What do you mean by ye should boast?
Lest ye should boast. Lest one will brag about things that they did in order to get into heaven. God says, if you brag to me about what you did to get into heaven, I'll say, get away from me. I never knew you. No amount of work.
So what would that trickle down to? Posting videos of you feeding the homeless?
All that. It doesn't matter. If you post pictures of you feeding the homeless, if you post pictures of you giving money to certain people, that does not matter. If you go to church every Sunday, every Saturday, to the synagogue or the temple, it does not matter. Only thing that matters is that you believe and that you want a relationship with God himself. If you did neither of those two things, no matter how much work that you did, you're not getting into heaven. So that's just what happens.
So even if it comes down to you knowing that Easter isn't a holiday of God, and you pretend like it is, or you try to make even Thanksgiving, celebrating that is technically against God.
Well, celebrating Thanksgiving is
you can't be multiple religions.
Well,
that is wrong. That is not of God.
Holiday. That's the thing.
No, it is not.
It's when the pagans came and slaughtered the Indians and thank God for it. It technically is a Christian holiday.
No,
it's one of them.
That's like Zimmerman praying after he killed.
If they,
you feel me? And then now it's a holiday.
If they hollow the day, that's the whole point of behind the holiday. It's a day that they made holy. You feel me?
Sit. You dropped it. You lost it.
Like the Sabbath day, the very first holiday, actually, every Saturday of the week, that's the first day that God himself hallowed. People are not supposed to be working on that day, but we changed that to Sunday because.
What priest deemed Thanksgiving a holiday?
the pilgrims, like everybody that was in America at the time that killed all the Indians and then worshipped about the fact that they slaughtered all the Indians. Thank God about all the harvest that they made from slaughtering the Indians.
So anything can become a Christian holiday.
If it's technically hollowed, unfortunately, like it's just its own levels to it.
Yeah.
Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving.
So how recent in history, or just any day, is history? I mean, so when are they going to extend the Bible? Because a whole bunch of stuff didn't happen. Are they going to extend the Bible?
Don't need to.
Are they going to call COVID a plague?
A plague happens like every 100 years.
So, are they going to call COVID a plague?
It could be the plague in 100 years from now. Oh my gosh, we caught the COVID plague. That's what they're going to call it, right?
Or back in 2020.
Corona plague. That's what they're going to call it. Corona
plague. Corona. That doesn't sound biblical enough.
I mean, the bubonic plague don't sound biblical enough. Bubonic plague.
It does now.
The mad cow plague, the swine flu plague, things like that. Yeah.
No.
So, sorry, I can't pull it up fast enough. But I dare you guys to look it up. It's in the book of Mark. The Pharisees wanted the prisoners dead before the Sabbath hit. Jesus died Friday afternoon, basically.
It's up for debate, but if you're looking at the right Bible, I would say Thursday.
Y'all can look it up.
But I do believe that that anything can be used for God. So if you are using Easter, like I was saying, how I felt about Easter growing up, to get closer to God, family, may that be your time to get baptized or anything, then do that. If it takes you being surrounded by all of your loved ones on that hallowed evening to take that plunge in the water and to dedicate your life to Jesus Christ and to repent your past sins, keywords, that's what all that is. It's not just, you doing a speech and going swimming. But yeah, then do that, because it's never too late to really just give yourself to him and just.
It is never too late. It is never too late. That is literally what the prisoners did when they were dying on the cross with Jesus. Hey, we're going to die, aren't we? Jesus said, yeah. Can you save me? He said, yup. I guarantee you're going to be in my house. They were dying.
God's house.
Yup. They were dying. That's just what it is. Still, like you said, any day can be hollowed.
But is that not facts on self-isolation? with the plague, bro, that's how germs work. Stay at home. Seal your door. Don't let nobody in. He gave real instructions too. He said, paint that door and close it, my guy. Does blood keep away? No. Ooh. Well, do you think? Okay, so how during picnics or whatever, you put the vinegar out, and that's go keep the gnats and the bugs on the cup of vinegar instead of on you.
Right.
Do you think the painting of the door, the locusts was just licking the door instead of them? You gotta think scientifical with this stuff, because they be on to something. And if any of you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, fact checks, go ahead and call any of those numbers or links that you see down there. Comment on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, wherever we are at. Go ahead and comment on it. And if any local artists or creators would like to get on the show and talk to us and play your music, feel free to email us and let us know, and we'll set it up.
I somehow convinced her to memorize the number.
You say it.
It's 513-788-3910.
It's his number.
It's not my number. Don't be trying to call the number like it's my actual phone. It's not my actual phone. That is literally just.
I bet he pick up.
That is literally just a phone for here. If we're not streaming, I'm not answering that phone because I won't even know what's going off. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Anyway, still, but yes, any day you can make hollow. There is a whole process behind it. It's not just hey, every Tuesday I go see tacos. This is my holiday. I need to take off from work. It has to be a whole process behind it. We talked about Juneteenth, how my job wouldn't even let me take off Juneteenth one time. It's just certain people have to recognize it as a holiday as well. So don't just go out and say, because it's Wednesday, this is no pants day or something. You will get arrested. Please.
It has to be hollowed. If you get a priest to say it's cool, it's cool.
Get a priest to, say it's cool, and then like they regulate it to like
So did a priest bless Juneteenth now that it's official?
No.
Who I gotta call? Cause are we the only niggas that's not getting hollowed out here?
Trump did that.
What? Trump is the one that made Juneteenth the 10th?
Yeah.
That's why. But I'm not gonna say it. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. I with him for real. I really do. Just a little bit. I can't say it, but I do.
Took a while for Martin Luther King Day.
We gotta hit him up and ask when the priest coming.
Ain't he still indicted?
He got time.
But
I feel like on a real tip, like he freed so many people. You feel me? Like come on, Biden, free Trump. That's some hater stuff. Biden not pardoning Trump. Like the least y'all could do, like y'all presidential brothers. Like, hey, get him off this stand. But he know that's competition. Even though I don't see anybody voting for Biden anyway, but we're not going there.
I don't know who's gonna be president like in the next few years. I don't really care. That's not.
Do
really
you vote?
Concern. No, I don't vote. We talked about this like twice, 3 times.
I just wanted you to tell them.
I don't vote, y'all. Anyways, whatever happens. I can't cry about it because, like I said, I don't vote.
Stop saying that.
But I'm saying like,
you are a leader for an hour right now. Okay. Don't be.
I'm gonna tell you guys
telling people not to vote.
If you don't do your actual research,
your vote matters the first 30 minutes of voting. So make sure you get there early.
If you
vote at night, don't vote because you just wasted your time. It's the first one to a certain number. And if you don't think they are voting early and we voting at 7:00 and our votes don't count, then you're dumb.
If you don't know who you're voting for, please don't vote because you might put the wrong person in office. I'm gonna say it like that. Do your research on who you're trying to vote for.
Don't get too emotional about it and lose your vote because you want to pussyfoot around. No vote is a vote for the wrong person. Okay? Because those wrong people have people that care about their cause. If you don't know who to vote for, ask your mama, ask your granny, ask your grandma.
Please don't, please.
Even though most of them are going church to church, getting little blue pieces of paper and voting for everybody on that paper, be more active in your community. Know who your local leaders are. Because most of our local leaders around voting time, they're outside literally shaking hands at all the local parks so you can talk to them. You can ask them and not just be a complainer that does nothing.
At least vote for your DA, your district attorney. That'll get you out of a lot of mess. Because if your district attorney don't like you, that's it for you. Like jail time if you guys do something stupid. I mean stupid, not something just worth getting jail time. But that's another story. Again, this is about, just happy belated Easter, everybody. This is where we are like, this is the truth. Jesus did not rise on a Sunday from the math that I have. Again, look it up if you need to. We will talk about this after the show. We will talk about this after the show. Because it literally says he was having a Passover celebration.
We're talking about this after the show. So
You're right. Still, Jesus did rise. I believe he did.
Don't be littering your terrible facts on people when they can just read the book themselves and figure out how long 72 hours is.
That's true. That's what I said. Jesus rose from the dead.
No, stop it. Stop it. It's
about.
over. It's over
Easter's
now.
About Jesus.
You're wrong. It's over.
I'm wrong that Jesus rose from the dead.
Yeah. He did that.
Dang. just all. Jesus rose from the dead, guys. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that he died for my sins.
But we're not going to get technical about somebody we ain't see die. He can still be alive.
He is alive. He is risen. My God's not dead. He's surely alive.
Shouldn't he rise again? Isn't that what we're waiting for?
We're waiting for him to come
back. The second coming. So where you go? He just not with us. He with somebody else. So he need to rise again.
He's not going to rise because he went to heaven.
Home is dead.
No, home is heaven. He went to heaven.
Heaven is dead.
No, heaven is not dead. Heaven is an actual place where there's a pearly gates and the streets are paved with gold. Dang, you're
a half believer.
We gotta go back into reading the Bible.
No, you're a half believer, so I don't know what to believe and what you believe.
I'm telling
How you only believe half the stuff? That means you don't believe nothing.
What do I not believe in?
You're supposed to wholeheartedly believe the whole Bible or wholeheartedly dispute the whole Bible. Ain't no, it's really a heaven.
Wait.
I ain't drinking no blood. Like
That's
what?
He says to give him wine. He said
Whatever.
the wine is my blood.
He stretched it with O2 negative.
Somebody correct anything that I'm saying. Like, it says he gave him wine. He said, this is my blood. He gave him bread. This is my flesh. Eat it. I am the bread of life. I am the living water. That's what he said.
Okay.
He said that several times. He said that when he saw the wife who had 3 husbands and they all divorced him and left her. He said, why are you getting water? I'm the living water. You should get me. But that's all the other thing. At the end of the day, happy belated Easter, you guys. We got a few more minutes.
Happy belated Easter, you guys. Now that we have a few minutes, let's talk about some up and coming things that we have going on.
School.
Shout out to Mr. Ray. He's always been Mr. Ray to me, but now he is Professor Ray.
Oh, wrong school.
Senor Ray. It's like not quit. But
so we will be talking about education and correlation to prison. That's going to be our next topic. After that, there's going to be a few things because that is May coming up. There is, the Memorial Day Monday coming up, and there is also an event that I'm going to on May the 4th. Star Wars Visions comes out May the 4th. May the 4th be with you guys. But yes, so there's a few things we can talk about. There's also
like you said, we're going to be talking about education and jails. So
the school's correlation to prison.
So if we have anyone that went through a few years of college, anyone that has been institutionalized and finished school in jail, we would love to hear your opinion.
Have you been to jail? And you at least finished high school, please.
No, people sometimes graduate high school in prison.
Yeah, they do.
So those people.
But they only get like a GED unless there's an actual high school in prison. Then I would love to hear that conversation. But as far as I understand, unless you actually go to high school or a night school, you don't get your high school diploma. You only get a GED. You just take a test and you've done these random studies to pass the test. So, if as long as you at least passed high school, I would like to hear about that. And if you've been in prison for at least 2 years, I would like to hear about that as well. It's crazy because, in Norway, prison is actually a reformative institution as compared to the U.S.
I feel like if they had that here, niggas would just stab each other with pencils.
I don't know.
They will.
We have come to a point where we could just use iPads to, do our research now.
Did you see that Vine where that little kid smacked the other one with the iPad? I'm gonna send it to you. I said Vine. That's how you know it's old.
Vine ain't that old. Like 3-4 years old.
Realize when things are old.
You know what's really old? Basically just religion in general. When you think about it, everybody's like, "Oh, it's just Christianity. It's just Judaism." Back in the day, people were believing in Ananias.
The thing is, Bibles are mad durable. Bibles survive fires and floods and all types of stuff. Look at the book of Eli. I really feel like a Bible is going to be the last book standing.
That's when you know something really going to happen. Everybody's going to be like, hey, where's that Bible at? I'm trying to run a whole nation here. I need to give people morale and stuff.
Yeah, literally. It's just for morale.
Just for the morale. The Bible's made out of leather, too. Mm-hmm. How many books are actually made out of leather?
Right. Consistently, still.
Consistently, yeah. Whole gold writings and everything.
Hush it.
Then there's the Torah, there's the Quran.
Hush.
Some of the books that we read now, I don't know, War and Peace. That's a great read. It's a really large book, but it's a great read. That book is going to go away soon.
Why?
It just is.
Why?
We just might forget it exists.
People still read it.
Yeah, but just one day we're going to forget it exists. They're going to burn it away or something. Captain Underpants has now been banned. So, if you can find the book, it's worth a lot of money. So, they might ban War and Peace. They might ban the 48 Laws of Power, things like that. Haiku books. They might ban all that poem books.
Is it an honor to have your book banned?
Hey, Dave Pilkey was a
And then you can just make your own prints and sell them for a lot of money.
all that.
But really, in a while, like you said, we have all these iPads, we have all this stuff. If you want something to be secret, all you gotta do is write it in cursive.
That part.
They're not teaching cursive in school to the points where that will be like hieroglyphics to these new kids.
That's why I like the Book of Eli, because like he had the Bible, it was in Braille.
They were so salty about that.
Oh my gosh. How did he even read this?
He has on glasses. Is he blind?
Blind the whole time.
We need him. Now, if you kill me, you're going to be so salty. Now you got to find a book on how to read Braille.
They don't have that.
Exactly.
All the books was burned. Like I said, all the books burned away. There's so many sci-fi novels about like actual even like media content being erased from history. Michael B. Jordan was in one of them in HBO. They were just burning books in general. And then my other movie is...
and then they can just type up anything and be like, this is what the book said. Never mind, we're going to change that part.
Yeah. And then there's Equilibrium. They burned art. They just burned all the art. Like paintings, drawings, music.
One thing that I hate is that you never know what's going to be worth $1 million. Like, should I have kept all my Bratz? Should I have kept all my Captain Underpants books?
I should have kept all my
But then it's
cards.
like, I'm going to keep all my... Yeah, stuff like that. Oh, my God. All those Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I flushed down the toilet being mad at my brother. And, you know...
You flushed your Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Stupid stuff. Throw his whole baseball card binder in the tub. F you. Now all of that stuff stuck to plastic in a binder. I'm sorry. It's worth money now. All the shiny ones and stuff.
This is why I keep all my game CDs.
You have a little sister. You know how it is.
Oh, she don't break none of my stuff. She values it just as much as I value it. She's been in the studio with me. She's like, oh, snap. That microphone costs a lot of money. I am not going to break that. That's how she looks at it.
Well, I'm your little sister.
Oh.
Say, nah, I quit. He has new toys all the time. Please feel free to, do we still have Anchor?
Yes.
No, it's Patreon. Do we have that still?
No, we don't have Patreon anymore.
What can they donate on so
Anchor.
you can buy more toys?
Anchor.
Okay. Feel free to donate on Anchor. All of our tools get used so we can, put on the show for you guys, and we are in a new facility. So if you guys do have extra time and money, please click any of the links down here and support. And if you send enough money, we'll send you a t-shirt.
Definitely. Send enough
For
money,
sure.
like at least $10, I will get you a t-shirt. So come on, just support us a little bit. Got any last words?
Stay blessed, repent, and I hope you guys and your families have enjoyed your holidays, whether you're Christian, pagan, Baptist, or Buddhist. Thank you for tuning in to CT Time.
See y'all next episode.
CT. CT.